Hey guys, welcome back to art. Glad I can see you again, and we're going to be making a practice worksheet today on pointillism. So we're going to be looking at a few different techniques on how to do pointillism and practice the techniques, and then we will start to do our real drawing tomorrow. So I'd like each of you guys to do is to get a piece of white paper, and what you're going to want to do is to take your paper and fold it in half. What we're going to do is just to make a bunch of different boxes, just so it's easy. If you want to draw lines, we want to have about 4 to 8, about 4 line boxes. If you want an even, I'm just going to fold my paper in half twice. This direction, and then fold it in half twice that direction. It doesn't terribly matter if we just want to have some boxes. All right, and then just write your name in the bottom right-hand corner. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is to do a practice of light to dark. So maybe you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, with the first one being the lightest and the last one being the darkest. All right, then you're going to need some markers. It's a little windy outside here. So you can just pick whatever color you want for your first section. I'm just using a black Crayola marker. So with pointillism, if you want the dots to be lighter, or the iridescent lighter, you're going to keep your dots further apart. Now as I work my way down, I'm going to add more dots. Now you just want to use the tip of the marker and just slightly tap. You don't want to smash the marker, or your dots aren't going to be round anymore. You're going to end up with getting more lines. I'm just kind of gently lifting it up and down. Just keep your hand relaxed so it doesn't get too sore. Now as I work my way down, I'm going to get darker. You can see I'm getting a few lines there because I'm going a little quick. Gotta slow down. You can kind of see where you missed. Just kind of take your marker. And it's actually somewhat therapeutic, relaxing, just to make the dots. And the last box is going to be the darkest, so you're going to be putting a ton of dots in. So let's take your marker. And you're just going to keep adding more and more dots until it has more dots than the other one. So it should look the darkest. And if you take a look at it, this one doesn't look a whole lot more different, so I'm just going to add a few more. Okay, for your other boxes, we're going to do practicing some blending. So generally with pointillism, you're going to be going from a lighter color starting with to a darker color. So I'm going to just, for instance, go from a yellow to an orange. So this box here, just start to put colors down. And I'm going to kind of fade it out. Keep the dots a little further apart. And this part here, start to put the next color in. Now if your markers are dead, it actually does make it a little bit easier because you can control how dark they are. If they're brand new, they're going to be dark, but if they are, older, they're going to be lighter. You can kind of overlap. So I'm just kind of putting a few orange ones in between there, between the yellows, so it kind of fades in. So try doing a couple colors with some with 2, and then I'm going to do one with 3 colors. So I'll be posting a picture of a color wheel to kind of help you. Now Seurat would blend colors by each other. So for instance, if he wanted to make purple, he would take red and blue by each other instead of actually necessarily putting purple in there. Now you might not get quite the blend that Seurat did because he used paint and we're using marker. So you can see it doesn't super blend well. Say if you wanted to throw a third color in there, you can do that. So red and blue make purple. So if you have fine tip markers, use what you got. So my next box, try doing a blend from one color to another color to another. So I'm going from green to blue. Now if you look on the color wheel, purple would come after, if you go to green, purple, and it would be blue. Thicker markers work better. They're a little bit wider area to fill thinner areas. If you have tiny ears, skinny markers is your one to go to. So I have one with 3 colors, and then for your last one, just make a shape. So I'm just going to make a circle. You can make whatever shape you want. And then take your darker color along the edge. And you can always add more colors into it. I'm just making a sphere. Yours does not have to be a 3D shape. You can space out your dots to get a little bit lighter. Darker, closer together. And then take another color. The colors you want to pick for the secondary colors. Motorcycle. Our colors are next to each other in the color wheel, so blue would work. Red would also work. It's on the other side of red. So just to make sure you get your edges darkened in. It's like it'd make a good grape. All right, so this is as far as I'd like you guys to get for today. I'd like you to take your picture and photograph it, which I will include with this video tutorial. For today, we'll be working on the practice. Upload that to Pointillism practice on Artsonia. And then tomorrow, we will get you started on your next part of your actual drawing. Hey guys, here's another reminder on how to photograph your artwork. So using the Artsonia app is the easiest way to go. You want to pick students. Alright, then it's going to want you to scan the code. You can either type in the password or you can print out the QR code, which I'll put underneath here to scan. Alright, you guys are going to pick 4th grade. I'm not in 4th grade, so I'm going to pick all students and just type in my name. And select it. You're going to hit add artwork. Now you're going to be picking the project Pointillism Practice. It's alphabetical. I already have one in there, but I'm just going to re-photograph it. So Go ahead and pick that, taking a photo. Alright, here's my picture. You can remove your last name later. I'm just going to hit the white camera button and use photo in the bottom corner, and then crop it. Hit next. Alright, now this screen, it lets you adjust your image. Got some kids biking by on the street. I'm going to blur out my last name because you shouldn't really have your last name online. Apply blur. Alright, that one looks good. Hit submit. Now it's going to upload. The next screen is going to ask you for a title. I'm just going to type in Pointillism Practice. Hit submit. The artist statement, if you want to type in something about your artwork, you can, but you do not have to for this project. I'm just going to skip. And there it is in the gallery. I'm going to log out, or you can probably stay logged in if you're using your own personal device.